Hello, welcome to the Subspace bi-weekly DevSync. Goal of this call is to give general updates on the project, kind of see the progress, what we've been building. Additionally, highlight some areas of the recent work that the team has been working on, and if needed, to facilitate some cross-team alignment. So during the last couple of weeks, there's been a lot of focus on testing recent changes in live networks. Hasn't been super apparent, I think, to the outside, as we haven't been updating Gemini 3. But we have been very, very busy with our internal DevNets. Lots of fixes, lots of improvements, all looking to hopefully soon be launching Gemini 3F. I know 2 weeks ago I said that. I'll say it again, hopefully this week. But the DevNets are really serving their purpose in helping us to iron out a lot of the quicker, easier fixes while before we push it out to the public. I do believe we'll be getting, I guess, a new snapshot out today, further testing of DevNet. If that is good, hopefully Gemini 3F again later this week. Also, kind of on the horizon as we have been ironing out all these issues is incentivized testnet, which I know may seem a bit early to begin talking about as we have been experiencing lots of network issues. Our last couple of Gemini 3s have had some significant problems. As I said, we have been rapidly fixing and building and kind of iterating since then. So yes, it is time to start thinking about incentivized testnet and what that's going to look like. To that end, Jim, do you want to kind of maybe give the from ecosystem point of view, kind of an update on where we're at?
Yeah, sure. So there is an effort to refine the design going on in the background. It is time to start getting excited about incentivized testnet, though. It's been a while since we've had one. Gemini 3 is planned to be the last Gemini before we go to mainnet beta. So what we are expecting at the moment is that the incentivized testnet for farmers will be longer than previous test nets. It will take place over several incarnations of the network. And we're considering a different way to actually run the incentives, which I won't offer up just yet. It comes with a caveat that it's still being finalized. But our goal for incentivized testnet is obviously to build a vibrant and engaged community of farmers to follow us over into mainnet when that comes, and obviously to test our software at scale. So we've got kind of the farmer-centric incentivized testnet, and as we progress through the networks, we're going to introduce execution and domains that run execution. And there will be a rather fun competition going on called Stake Wars, where we will be testing our shared EVM domain, which we've got a cool name for. We're going to announce this month, and we are going to have incentives on there as well, and we're hoping that farmers are going to be able to take part as well. Details TBD, but watch this space. And then finally, we're going to have what we're calling the space race towards the end of the testnet, which is all about a race to trigger mainnet. So if helping to activate mainnet rewards is something that excites you, again, watch this space. Details will be forthcoming.
Lots of information without giving too much information there, Jim. Great.
I'm afraid so. It is coming. It will be soon.
That's great. Well, it's fun to be thinking about it and getting started planning and being at the position where we can do that. So I think that's great. All right. We only have a couple of highlights this week on the projects. First, coming out of Dubai, we had a lot of, after we did the offsite in Dubai, we had a lot of new ideas and direction for different parts of the protocol. One of those was a redesigned distributed storage network, which Shamil has been leading the effort on. We've got this mostly to a place we like. I think there's still some work being done, but and fixes being made as we test it. But Shamil, you want to give a quick overview of kind of what DSN, what we call DSN v3 is?
Sure. Now we are finishing a major upgrade for the DSN. There are several differences compared to the previous version. New architecture for accessing archival storage and piece cache, which allows reducing request load by 50 to 70%, I believe, maybe more. Some additional features of faster kademlia responses because of several memory caches, new network bootstrapping, several techniques to improve DHT routing table, like working with external addresses, kademlia client mode, removing obsolete addresses, etc., etc. So a lot of new features, and we are finishing to just testing it and compile it in some kind of version. That's it.
Great. Kind of along the lines of discussing, the progress we've been making on the protocol and really putting out exactly what that work is. Daria has been working on an ambitious project that's kind of been in the background a little bit for a while now, and Daria is just starting to make some really great progress on, and that's the subspace or the subnomicon is what we're calling it. So, Daria.
Yeah, so the Subnomicon is meant to be sort of a comprehensive guide to the subspace network protocol. And the thing was that we're doing so much work here, and there's been so much research put into that, at least a year for the new consensus and the previous years for all of that, and the execution and the networking. And we never really had a single place of, well, the code base is the source of truth, but a source of plain English explanation of what's actually going on there. So that's the goal of the Subnomicon. It's a static documentation website that's going to be linked from our main website. It's meant for a fairly technical audience, for our new protocol engineers, for maybe outside contributors, for the auditors, for researchers. It's not as technical as and super detailed implementable specification. It's a little bit more conceptual and high level. It's meant to be rather than what exactly does, to explain why are we doing certain things certain ways, why are we choosing one way over the other, why are we doing this and that, how exactly we're solving the blockchain trilemma, the energy efficiency, all of that nice stuff that we love about our protocol. And yeah, it's coming along. I've made at least, I think, 7 chapters, something like that. Some of them are not as detailed, some of them are more detailed, but it's going to be progressing steadily over, well, maybe not up until mainnet, but at least for the next few weeks, and then we will announce it to the community as well.
That's great. I'm looking forward to seeing progress on that, or I've enjoyed seeing progress on that. Looking forward to seeing more. So thank you, Daria. I think that was all we have for project highlights. I did have kind of one cross-team alignment thing I just wanted, while we have multiple teams here, to check in on. Ved, Natasha, I know we've got operator rewards and events and such around staking. Are we getting good to go on that?
Yeah.
That can go for it. Go for it.
You can go, but
On the operator side, yes, there were a few events that were missing. We were able to add them up, and they're already landed in main. So I think the indexing side should be good with those.
yeah, from the side of the processor and the block explorer, I'm working on the processor to process these events. And when I have the PR ready, I will sync with Pet so he can review if it looks good, so we can apply those changes to the block explorer as well.
All right. Is there anything else from the team? I know we've got people from community, ecosystem here. Any questions for the devs? No? All right. Well, it was great seeing everybody, and we will be back in 2 weeks. Thanks.